But do you get the same value? Would it be the same for a person to go to the sushi bar in Acapulco, or So actually, so you get the same product perhaps, but do you get the same experience?
This is brand. So if you're going to cut in shorter instead of 10 years, but 2 years, just same quality, same taste, we can export to the rest of the world. If you're going to...
Well, it helps. Like take for example the Okura Hotel. Okura Hotel, I think everywhere around the world, it's kind of like well-managed brand and well-managed quality.
Exactly. Bangladesh, they have hotel, maybe Hotel Okura Hotel, the same, almost same, or Imperial Hotel, but cheaper.
Pan Pacific.
Huh?
Pan Pacific.
Bangladesh?
Built by...
Yeah, Pan Pacific. They have a hotel, exactly same as Imperial Hotel Okura. If you go there, exactly same. Quality the same.
So people, if you want
this is Japanese skill.
Yeah, if you want to eat Japanese in the Netherlands, the real, like for people, the real Japanese, you can eat in Okura Hotel, not anywhere else.
But so far it's just only Okura Hotel, okay? And we need more job. We need more skill. We try to export all over the world, not Okura Hotel, but also many places. Bangladesh, okay, we export to the Okura Hotel, but not Okura Hotel. But many skills, many knowledge we can export.
So how about Japanese train system? So it's
okay.
It's quite punctual. This is not brand, right?
Okay, Japan train
Operation
system.
scale.
Japan train system very advantage we have.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, Japanese people cannot speak English. They can export the imitation Japanese train, but never export the Japanese train system.
Right.
Yeah, how about Indonesia? No.
The same. Japanese people go try to sell it, but Chinese are going to try to sell the same bullet train. Okay, and Indonesian people cannot recognize those. How system is different.
No, just a normal train.
The same. Japan has very sophisticated train system.
Yeah, not
Okay.
bullet train.
Huh?
Not bullet train.
Any
Normal
kind,
train.
any kind train system, like on time, speed limit, how to evade collision,
Okay.
and any kind of system they have, and how to operate safety. Japanese people they have, but Japanese people unfortunately they can speak English well, so they can promote that system to sell.
So yeah, I mean this is there are many people can't speak English. Is this a big problem? Do you think so?
Yeah, I tell you, Indonesia case. Okay, they prepared Chinese company prepared big showroom. Train is running around big room, and they tell them this is stop and go and how to keep speed and how operators doing so forth. Japanese never do that. It means Japanese be very poor to explain their skill, their knowledge, they persuade local people. Local Indonesian people love Chinese train because big room, they show exhibition room. Many people coming out.
When all the JR cars, like 205 or something like that,
Right.
it's now very many cars already imported to
They-
Indonesia.
no.
And JR East send many people to Indonesia to know how to Japanese side. So I think it's kind of brand. It's not big new train. This normal commuter train. I think now.
Exported?
Yeah. Not big project. Just commuter train in town.
Subway?
No. Like Yamanote line, Nambu train. So there are many of
In
Japanese
Jakarta?
car now. Yeah, Jakarta. Yes. Yeah, so because JR East, they want to local people to use Japanese system. So after that, Japanese company, sell the many goods or system to Indonesia. So that's why JR East tried them.
Maybe just only Indonesia. Vietnam subway they are selling, but Japanese company is not so much sales in the world.
Yeah, exactly.
In the world.
So I mean, I wanted to say is the operating system is it's already brand or just skillful thing.
Some cases brand, some cases marketing and promotion. Japanese, I tell you, they are very poor marketing. Very poor for how to persuade local people.
But there's a difference between marketing and branding. That's one thing to.
Different. But both of those is not Japanese. They don't have.
Marketing is basically making a consistent, concerted effort into actually pricing, product placement, advertising, to put everything in sync. That's marketing. But branding is more or less creating the story behind everything. So why you're doing the marketing? So basically, branding comes forth. That really says something about the identity. Marketing is actually how to create all the activities around executing your branding strategy, your marketing strategy.
Branding is kind of wrong.
So you have
kind of long-range strategy.
A brand identity that requires a strategy, that requires marketing, that requires operations. So it's a multi-layered cake.
Japanese are weak for all level of kind of activity. So especially for outside
I think
Japan.
marketing, they're not so bad.
No, outside Japan so terrible. Terrible.
Well, distribution, etc. Is it so bad?
Clear defined product maybe they can sell, but not clear defined like a tram car. Maybe they can sell because they
That's
show them.
branding. What you're talking about?
No, I'm talking about concrete image of product.
Yes.
Japanese people can sell it, but like
Brand.
a kind of system, train system, they can sell it.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Well, because actually they only control the product. They're not selling the services with it. So they can't sell the entire experience of getting on the train. They're only selling the product. But then the operations are being done locally, so that their experience very much depends on how people are going to operate that train. They don't control the pricing. They don't control the operations. They don't control anything anymore. So it's just the product.
Exactly. This is what I'm talking about. And human being belonging to kind of technology. We can sell to the rest of the world. Not concrete product. Concrete product like sushi or concrete product, everything overseas people see it. They know what is it, but they don't know how to make it.
But I think actually what we really need to focus on is actually to really define our uniqueness, because that's what attracts people to Japan in the first place. That's why Japan has such a high brand, as a country has such a high brand value, because of its uniqueness. That's not a handicap, that's a strength. That's really very beneficial if you are branding yourself. Now, unfortunately, the uniqueness of Japan is completely not reflected in the uniqueness of the firms and the products that we make. The strategy has always been to be like everybody else, but then better. Now it's time to say, okay, we are not like everybody else. We are who we are, and and this is why we are doing it. This is why we are doing it, not to copy others, but to be leaders in our market.
It's very difficult to persuade Indonesian people how bullet train different from Chinese train.
Yeah,
especially for the system.
Yeah, I think that is not where we better compete with Chinese. As you said, I used to have that discussion with senior officer in Vietnam, from Japan. The Japanese branding is not enough to sell Japanese advantage. So, for example, in the project to sell the train system with the cashless payment. So what we want to sell is the semiconductor technology we're using in Africa, Suica. Or we want to sell the gate system, old fare collection system with a gate, or the railway system itself, or vehicle locomotive or the operation system,
Mm.
or what he said is we could be bigger. What the local people might want to see, might want to buy is not the product and system, but design process, how Japanese railway network has been built, with what kind of concept, with some solution to solve
Japanese engineering.
engineering, design, engineering of design, the
Right.
city planning. Of course, we had something, some bad example, but of course the good example.
lot of good
the bad
examples.
example is good for them. Good example for them.
Yeah.
Not repeating the same thing in the new place.